Kenyans having ushered the new year 2023 in style, pomp and fireworks, it might be no longer merry as they will now have to dig deeper into their pockets as the cost of living is on an upward trajectory. Following the government scrapping off a school fees subsidy amounting to 8,500 Kenya shillings, parents with children in national and extra-county schools will now pay 53,000 Kenya shillings, up from the current 45,000 Kenya shillings.
Instead of creating measures for accessible quality education, we are not putting the right measures. So I am challenging the government and I call out that particular action. It is not right. Now is not the time to do that. We are all beneficiaries of education. If we are cutting cost on anything, please don't touch on education. If anything, we need to pump more support into that.
Learners in county and sub-county boarding secondary schools will be required to part with 40,000 Kenya shillings, up from 35,000 Kenya shillings.
That, I think, by January, when the schools are opening, you might not have students in school.
The latest projections also show that fuel prices will skyrocket in 2023 after rising to a historic high of 47 shillings and 58 cents between December 2021 to date. Currently, to part with a litre of petrol will cost 177 Kenya shillings, while diesel and kerosene have been going for 160 shillings and 145 Kenya shillings per litre respectively. President William Ruto in his New Year speech defended his move to scrap off fuel subsidy, a clear indication of more pain at the pump for motorists. The prices of basic food commodities with maize flour, which is Kenya's staple dish, also hangs in balance, with the government banking on the upcoming harvesting season to turn around the fortunes of a 2 kg maize flour packet, retailing at 230 Kenya shillings. The subsidy was also scrapped off with the Kenya Kwanza government, replacing it with subsidizing production by offering affordable fertilizers to farmers. In the banking sector, any transfer of money from a bank account to money wallet such as M-Pesa will attract a 20% excise fee. That has since come into effect after different commercial banks sent text messages to their customers, reminding them of the directive issued by the Central Bank of Kenya. To acquire the popular and widely available second-hand clothes commonly known as mitumba will also be an expensive affair as KRA moved to align import duty on mitumba with EAC tariffs. This means importers will now have to pay 91 shillings and 31 cents per kg of second-grade mitumba clothes and 109 shillings and 58 cents for first grade, up from 24 shillings and 35 cents per kg in the previous tariffs. Kenyans, while ushering in the new year, have already decried the high cost of living, calling for urgent interventions from the government.
Kile tungefurahi angepunguza sana ni chakula. Chakula kiko juu sana.
Mafuta ifai kupandishwa, inafaa ipunguzwe kwa sababu ya gharama za maisha.
The Council for Imams and Preachers has proposed to the government to consider an increment on the minimum wages for salaried Kenyans as a step to help them deal with the unprecedented times.
Sisi rai yetu tungemwomba rais wetu Dr. Ruto alifikiria sana hili jambo kwa njia ya kuweza kuwasaidia wananchi kwenye masala ya minimum wage, aweze kuwapandishia between 15 and 20% ya ile minimum wage iliyoko sasa kwa wananchi wote.
It's now a wait and see on how the newly elected government will deal with the situation in the coming days. Joel Chacha, K24 TV, Nairobi.